It's pickle making time. Yummy, delicious sweet lime pickles. Yum! Our garden is providing so many wonderful things this year. We have squash and green beans galore. We also have a bunch of cucumbers. We grew 2 different types this year, but the others aren't quite ready. The ones I will be using today are regular Boston pickling cucumbers. We have 4 plants, and honestly, I think that may have been way too many. I have cucumbers coming out of my ears, but that is not a bad problem to have. Sweet lime pickles is something that I've always had around me. I grew up eating them and using them in recipes. My recipe goes back several generations, and it is one that I highly cherish. So much so that I'm not going to disclose all of my ingredients in this video. Just know that when they are complete, they are absolutely amazing in and on so many dishes. So you may be asking, what are those dishes? Okay, let's see. I use them on egg sandwiches, in deviled eggs, in my homemade salad dressings, in my homemade meatball recipe, and in my soup beans and mayo, just to name a few. I am not a big fan of dill pickles, and to be honest, I am not a fan of cucumbers. But when you mix tangy with sweet, it creates a totally different taste, and that is what I love the most about these pickles. Making these sweet lime pickles is a 3-day process. It really isn't difficult, just time consuming when you have pots and jars sitting out in the kitchen for a few days. I'm the type who likes everything neat and tidy, but when doing pickles, it never seems to be that way. My kitchen is a mess, but that's what it takes to have pickle perfection. For day 1, you want to gather the cucumbers and wash them real good. Make sure they are squeaky clean. Then your next task is to cut them. Now you can use a knife to cut these into slices, and I remember my mother and grandmother doing just this. But I like to make it a bit faster and more fancy. I am using a mandolin. What I mean by more fancy is the fact that I can get crinkle cut pickles from these cucumbers. Cutting them with a knife, you can't. Either way is just fine. A mandolin is the sliding appliance that allows me to put different blades in. I can easily slide the cucumbers on it, and it gives me perfectly even slices throughout. Just be careful because you can cut your fingers. It comes with this part that saves your fingers, but of course I didn't use it and wound up cutting my own finger. It's alright, just bandage it up and keep going. I started with about 30 cucumbers, and because I have so many, I am going to be doing 2 batches at one time. I have 2 large stainless steel pots that I will be using. I fill these pots up just a little over halfway with the cucumber slices. Let me stop for a second and mention a very crucial detail with pickle making. You must use stainless steel. If anything aluminum touches the pickles, it will sour them and cause them to go bad. Any utensils you use must be stainless steel or wooden. This is the one and only time I ever use this plastic strainer. You know me and plastic. I don't use anything plastic, but this is the one and only exception. For this first day, I need to mix water with pickling lime. The cucumber slices will sit in this lime water overnight. Once I get the lime in, I need to keep it cool, so I have had my ice maker running for a while. I throw in ice on the top and keep it cold throughout the day. Now we are on day 2. Day 2 is pretty simple. I wash all of the lime off of the pickles and out of the stainless steel pots, and then put the pickles back into the pots. I cover them with cold water for 3 hours. Of course, I have to add more ice cubes. After those 3 hours, I dump all of the water out. For the next few ingredients, I am going to keep it a secret. After all, this is a family recipe. Just know that there is sugar and spices added. I fill this and let this sit overnight. Now to day 3, the labor-intensive day. Day 3 entails some standing. While I do have a chair that I can pull up and sit in it for a while I am canning, I am also racing against the clock. Let me see if I can explain. I put the pots on the stove to boil. It takes a while because, well, that's a lot of liquid and spices and pickles to heat up. And once I get it to a rolling boil, it is time to start the timer. I wait 45 minutes and then the magic begins. Now, I realize this is the old-timey way of canning pickles, and to be honest, this is the last time I will be doing it this way. This recipe was passed down from generation to generation, so I am doing it this way now, but from now on, I'm going to put the pickles in jars and water bath them normally. For today, I am doing it this way as I was taught and the way my mother and grandmother and my great-grandmother did it. Once it has been boiling for 45 minutes, I begin placing the pickles in the jars. This is the part that I mentioned I am racing with the time because I have to get them in the jars while they are hot, but before they cook too much. I have 18 quart jars, 9 from each pot. I make sure the lids and rubber seals are good. I like using the Tatler lids for water bath canning, so I'll make sure to tighten the bands just enough. Once the pickles are in the jars, I am going to set them to the side overnight on a towel and wrap them up in a towel to cool. In the morning, I can see if they are sealed. If for some reason one did not seal, I can recan it, or I can just stick it in the refrigerator and eat them as needed. Have you made sweet lime pickles before? What spices do you use? Do you have a family recipe that has been passed down generation to generation? Let me know in the comments below. SHTF Survival Homestead Teaching Farm thanks you for watching this video. Please continue to help us help you by liking, sharing, and subscribing.